Hello, good evening. So, if we're having a coffee this week, you may notice that you're looking at me in real life. Because I normally start this with what I'm drinking. I'm still on Starbucks Christmas Blend because I ran out of my favourite coffee just before Christmas. I expected that I'd get some for Christmas, and I have, but I still haven't drunk up the other one. So because it's Christmas Blend, we can have it in a Christmas mug, despite the fact it's still 1st of January. It is the 1st of January now. I do have issues with that. I don't like shops playing Christmas music after Christmas Day. It just feels a little bit wrong and a little bit lazy. But hey ho, not back to work yet, so we can say that it's still Christmas. Okay, so a video. I did decide that I wanted to do videos, partly because I like doing reviews and stuff, but typing them, sometimes you don't get to do all the demonstrations and stuff. So I thought I would give it a go. I've bought the equipment, so I'm currently looking into the lens of my D5500 camera, my Nikon, which I didn't buy for this purpose. That would be far too expensive. But I do have two softboxes on either side of my bedroom, which are bizarre because they're really bright and massive, and it feels like floodlights, and it just feels strange. But I decided if I was going to give this a go, I'm going to do it properly. I will try to stop looking at them, but I am aware that I'm looking around already simply because they're just so weird. When I decided that I would do videos, I was trying to find somewhere that I thought I should do them. You may have noticed I'm in my bedroom. The reason for that, it just, like if you're going for a coffee with someone, you want it to be in a comfortable place. And I'm kind of looking around my house, and my living room has windows all over it, so the lighting was pretty bad. There was nowhere I could stand in my living room without having a window behind me. There was the study, there was the games room. I say games room, it's a dining room, but it's got an air hockey table in it. And none of them quite worked. So yeah, I'm in the bedroom. Which some of you may find a little bit weird. I'm sure I'll probably find it a little bit weird, but this is where we are. So the other kind of logistical things, you may have noticed how I'm sitting. I can't sit with my legs folded. That's kind of all I could do, and that's not very comfortable, so I'm going to kind of sit back, lie back, and do it this way, because I can. It's not really how you'd have a coffee, because it would normally be on a chair, but as I say, it's the best I can do with my inflexible legs. So the other ground rules that I had was that I normally do these on a Sunday. I know it's Monday because it's New Year and I'm a little bit jet lagged as to what day it is. Whenever I go out for breakfast on a Sunday, sometimes on a Saturday, it's kind of informal, so I wanted this to be informal as well. So my ground rules are that I don't do anything special in preparation. All has to be one take. I don't necessarily need to have a shave. Had one last night because it was New Year. So yeah, I may not look maybe a little bit scruffy, but either way, that's one of the rules. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to do. I don't like looking at myself, and I don't like listening to myself. So this is kind of my worst nightmare, but hey ho, I guess you have to try it once to see whether you like it or not. And this is what I'm doing. So this one is definitely going to go up. Whether I do any more or not, or whether I resort back to typing and hiding behind a keyboard, I don't know. We will see. So that's the background to doing a video. You can probably tell I'm not really used to it because I don't normally speak this quickly, and I do normally try and breathe while I talk, which I'm not doing a very good job of right now. Anyway, back to sort of the normal content of what we do or what I do on this kind of having a coffee weekend summary of what's happened in my life. As I alluded to before, because it's New Year and it's been Christmas, I don't really know what day it is. I think it's going to suck tomorrow when I need to get up to go to work, but at least I do need to get up to go to work. which when I left on Friday the 22nd of December was much more touch and go than I was hoping it would be. Regular readers, who may now become a regular viewer, you guys might know that I was my position was made redundant in March. I got asked to stay, and now I've been asked to stay again. There was all sorts of, I don't know the best word to use because I don't know how much I should be talking about it, just in case anyone, just in case it can be used in evidence against me. Let's just say that part of the agreement that I thought was in place, it sounds like someone disagreed with. Not disagreed with. I think someone made a decision and they weren't entirely able to make that decision. It involved a lot of money. Well, a lot of money for me anyway. And it all became a little bit complicated. So it kind of got cleared up a couple of days ago on the Thursday. I haven't checked it since because I'm supposed to be off and it kind of sucks. There's only so much I should do in like making myself lose my job when I don't really want to. It looks like I may have agreed to stay for another year, and probably a lot of people that know me would say to leave, work and find something else, but there's still part of me that thinks that if you're offered work you shouldn't just give it up. It feels a little bit like cutting your nose off to spite your face. And I mean, worst case scenario, I've got an extra year's pay underneath my belt, and I can still look for a job in the meantime, which I'm going to do anyway. And then if I end up leaving next Christmas, or I end up leaving before, so be it. So that's kind of been, I wouldn't say dominating my Christmas, but it has been in the back of my mind for a while, when I haven't been doing anything else. In that vein, haven't done a great deal this week. Most festive periods I will kind of hole up at home and do nothing, which is quite good actually. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's what you need to do. This year I've been making sure that I do get out of the house quite a bit, see some daylight. It may not look it. I'm looking at myself in the monitor on my camera, especially since these are supposed to be soft light boxes, and I look really pale, which is one of the reasons again why I say I don't like looking at myself. I can tell this is going to have minimal editing, so I don't have to do that. Where was I? I do get sidetracked quite often. When I type I don't so much. When I talk I do. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I've been trying to get out and about. I have done. The weather today has been awful, certainly for the afternoon, so I haven't gone out today. But then we had a late night for New Year last night. Every time we go out for New Year, we say we're not going to do it the next year, and we always do. We did the same last night. We went out, no tickets for anywhere, despite the fact we were going to. We got to one place about 11:30 that looked fairly busy, and there were some groups of people there. Sadly, we got our drinks, sat down, and everybody else left. Don't think that was as a result of us, but you get to that stage on a New Year where you're thinking, well, we either stay where we are or we're going to be outside on the street for the ball dropping. So we stay where we were. It did its job. I always feel like I should go out for New Year, even though I believe, what was the report today, that 60% of Brits were staying in. Most of them were takeaway. Their average expenditure costing £47 for the evening for the family. I don't think mine cost that much. I'm trying to remember. We went for a curry, and curries always cost 20 quid. There's a group of kids next to us, and you kind of get the impression it was possibly one of their first New Year's Eves, that they were actually legally able to go out on their own and drink. And we went to this curry place. It's in the bottom of a hotel. It's where we always go. And they asked for a cocktail menu, and the guy's looking at them saying, we're a curry place, we don't do cocktails. So they resorted to vodka lemonade, which I guess is as close to a cocktail as you can get in that place. They also just ordered lamb chops. So they went to a curry place wanting cocktails and then ordered lamb chops. I don't get it. Anyway, I'd say most places were really quiet anyway. Every year we say we won't go out. Every year we do. We'll see what happens next year. I suspect we'll be going out. I think that was probably really it. This seems easier when I'm typing it. I get time to think. And I say one of my ground rules was only one take. So I don't want to have to come back and redo it, which is why I'm staring at things now, trying to remember what else happened. Nope, can't remember. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you've had a really good festive period. Hope you did lots, or as I did very little, but in doing so did exactly what you wanted. I hope you had a really good new year. As you may have seen, I don't really do resolutions, partly because I'm really bad at sticking to them, and partly because for me New Year's a fairly arbitrary point in time. I don't get why people make a special, well, I do get it, I just don't do it. Pick it out at like a particular point in time on the 1st of January and say, right, I'm going to do something now for the rest of the year. Just, you can do it whenever. I know it's the turn of a year and you've got 12 months, blah blah blah. I know all that. I just don't do it. Maybe I should. I don't know. If you have made resolutions, I hope you stick to them. I hope they're good. I hope you set yourself some challenges. This is mine. I mean, this video sort of thing is mine. My challenge. We'll see how many go up. I hope people watch them. I'm aware that kind of watching them is a little bit different to being able to read writing, because for a start you can do it in work. Not that any of you do, of course. Someone actually once tried to view my website in work and it got banned. It was on the blacklist. Don't know why. Don't think I'm that offensive. I just realised that I need to not burp when I'm on this as well. Good job I didn't have too much coffee. Yeah, I'm rambling. I do this when I talk, especially when there's no one to talk back at me. So I'm going to leave it there. All the best for this week. I hope it's good. If you're on your first week back at work, I hope it's not too stressful. And yeah, I'll maybe even physically again speak to you next Sunday. Cheers. See you later. Bye.